Summer vacations. They're the perfect time of the year to forget all of your worries, to do the things that you love without any tension, without any responsibilities. They were honestly my favorite part of the year. Now, it's been a very long time since I've actually had a summer vacation, but for this video, I wanted to kind of experience that again. And so I decided to read books that I could get completely lost in, books that would just absolutely engage me from the first page and make me forget all of my problems, and books that just had that summer vibe. So the first book that I picked up for this video is The 20th Wife by Indu Sundaresan, and this is basically set in the Mughal era. It is the love story between Mehrunisa and Emperor Jahangir. I'm already on page 86 and I am obsessed with this book. The language in this book is just chef's kiss. It is so nice and descriptive and so vivid that I'm just instantly transported into like a Mughal palace. It is so nice. I marked one passage which is the description of the imperial gardens, and I'm just going to read it out to you because I fell in love with this description. The girl sat on the edge of a goldfish pond, her feet dangling in the water. It was a heat-smothered day, but the courtyard was cool. The stone floor was chilled by a running stream of water underneath, falling into pools dispersed artistically around the courtyard. Lotus flowers and lilies bloomed white and red in the reservoirs, and huge banyan trees provided shade. The hush was broken by the soothing drone of bees and the musical tinkle of water rushing through the channels. I mean, seriously. It is so hot in Bombay right now, but reading this description immediately transported me into this like marble lined imperial courtyard that is just like full of the smell of flowers and the buzz of bees and the trickle of water. Like, I am really loving this book, guys. It's just it's so good. I just found a new all-time favorite book. I finished reading this book yesterday and I have not been able to stop thinking about it. It has consumed all of my thoughts. I still can't get over how much I enjoyed reading this, how much I loved diving into this world of royal politics and schemes and power plays which took place in the Mughal era. Like, it was so good. This book is marketed as like a love story. It's basically about the love story of Jahangir and Mehrunisa, but it is so much more than that. It is all about Mughal politics and who's going to get the throne and who's going to keep the throne, even like politics within the women of the imperial harem, who is a more powerful queen than the other, what happens when the throne passes over to the next heir, which woman is going to be more in power. Like, it's all about power politics, and I loved it. I loved reading about that. Like, the politics in this book almost felt like Game of Thrones level. And I loved it. It was so rich in history and the opulence and just like the grandiosity of that time that is captured so well in this, along with all of the politics and the love story. Like, this book has everything and I am here for it. I really love this book. I love the fact that this is also a trilogy, so I'm definitely going to be reading the other two books. And yeah, new favorite book, you guys. This video is starting strong. The next book that I picked up was Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book spans from the 1950s up until the 1980s, and it follows the Riva family. So it follows June and Mick Riva and their 4 kids, Nina, Jay, Hud, and Kit. Basically, it talks about the interpersonal relationships between this entire family. It talks about their dysfunctional lives, and it also gives us a glimpse into the rich and glamorous world of Malibu, California. The main characters in this book are surfers, and so reading this book at the beach has been an immersive experience, and I'm about halfway done with it. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to be having the same Taylor Jenkins Reid magic that the other books have had. Like we've already had 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid books about like famous people with film stars in Evelyn Hugo and musicians in Daisy Jones and the Six, and the characters in these seem to have kind of like the same experiences that characters in that book had. Like it shows the not so good side about fame, etc., and those themes are also there in this book, but just not as good. I don't know, maybe it gets better. I think the second half of the book will explore more of the relationship between the 4 siblings, and maybe that will get better, but for now it's good. It's just not as good as her other books. When it comes to summer vibes, this book is a 10 on 10. Like, this book literally made me go to the beach, and the beach in Bombay isn't even that good. But when it comes to a book, like being a good book, I'm not really sure about this one. I feel that this book has too many secondary characters. So the way that this book is structured is that it follows the Riva family. So the 4 Riva siblings are the main characters, but we also kind of get a backstory of their parents. And then like the second half of the book is all set in one night during a party where there are a lot of celebrities who come to Nina Riva's house. And basically, we also just get like random chapters about the lives of these celebrities who are there at the party. And there are just too many secondary characters in this book for you to actually like care. And also, the 4 main characters, the Riva siblings, their stories I feel aren't fleshed out enough. When I think about like Daisy Jones and the Six or Evelyn Hugo, everybody seemed to get enough attention. Whereas here, I feel like at the end of the book, I feel like Kit Riva wasn't really fleshed out. Hud, kind of. Nina gets the most attention in this book. I feel like she's the main character. But yeah, like, I don't know, the characters just don't get enough attention. I didn't feel connected to any of the characters. Yeah, this one just fell flat. Next up, I picked up Funny Story by Emily Henry. It's her latest book. And I went to a cafe and I was reading this, and I couldn't help but just smile to myself like an idiot because Emily Henry writes the cutest and most relatable characters, and I was in love. I finished reading Funny Story, and this is another 5 out of 5 star book for me. I feel like I can't be super objective about this book because I know that this book has flaws. Like, there are certain tiny, very minuscule, small issues with this book. But this story and these characters just feel so personal for me. Like, my experience with this book was just, it was almost like therapy. I felt so connected to the main character in this book. Like, the struggles that she faces, a lot of them are things that I have gone through. I can't look at it objectively. This book is just perfect for me, and it is, I would give it 10 stars out of 5 if that was possible. Like, it's a new all-time favorite. I am just in love with this book. Also, the love interest in this book, Miles, I think is one of my favorite love interests in any romance book. He is so sweet and so cute. I feel like I love those love interests, like the male love interests. I love them when they are extremely kind and caring and supportive and sweet, rather than the extremely like brooding, tall, dark, handsome hunk kind of like love interest. Like those love interests, I just find like super unrealistic. Whereas Miles just seems like this like cute, sweet teddy bear kind of a guy who's just gonna be there for you. And it was so nice to read their love story. Like, I really love this book. I really love Emily Henry. I think she writes the most realistic, relatable love stories. I will read anything and everything that she writes. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a great time filming this. I discovered two all-time favorite books, and the third one was quite honestly like perfect for summer vibes. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, give it a big fat thumbs up. Leave a comment down below letting me know your favorite summer books. And of course, do subscribe to my channel for more book related videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.